What's up, everybody? OG here. Welcome back to the channel. And maybe you watched the original one, maybe you didn't, but we are going over every single kit for every single league. We already went through the Premier League kits. Now, I'm a nerd for this type of stuff. I know many of you are, and many of you aren't. Some of you just want to skim through them, not really go through what we got cooking as far as kits. All good. Not every piece of content is for everybody. But for me, this is what I do. I go through these. There's a ton of different kits because most every team has a home, away, and a third. I like to go through, see what's what as far as kits that I would buy in real life, and more importantly, what I'm going to be rocking in the next FC. Usually I go through kickoff, right? And I'll go through every single kit, but we're at a period where we're waiting, and for me, I have the beta. Whether I have the beta or not, we're still kind of in that limbo period where we're so excited for the next iteration this year, even more so than previous years, because it's such an improvement going to FC26 from FC25. So it's even more of an antsy period, just excitement building around getting to some actual good football, which everyone's seen with the leaks, with the even the promos and stuff, the content creators that have played the game. We know 26 is going to be amazing. So, right now, we're in that weird period. We're going to take a little time away from the pitch and go through every single kit. If there's anything cool and exciting, we'll take a little bit more time on it. If it's a little bit more traditional stuff that we see from these teams every year, we'll go a little quicker through it. So, without further ado, let's get into it, starting with Alaves. Now, I'm going to butcher a lot of these names. It's going to happen, just like with players. You know who I'm talking about, though, so just deal with it. So, for me, that's Alaves. Am I wrong? Am I right? Who knows? But let's take a look at their kits nonetheless. Home and away, pretty standard. White and blue there on the home kit. The away kit, same thing, pretty standard. Puma kits. Now, I talked about this in the Premier League video. I'll bring it up again. I like, if I go for a certain kit, like with Nike or Adidas or whatever, then my whole set, right? If I have a home Nike kit, the away's got to be Nike too. And then the ball's got to be Nike. Like, everything's got to, be that one sponsor, similar to how real life clubs do it. I know it sounds kind of weird, but maybe it's the OCD in me. And so kits like these, I would call them away kits, right? You have your home kit, but then again, you also do want to wear something pretty cool, like this right here would be a pretty cool away kit, right? Very unique still, not necessarily a color I would go for, right? And then you got like the forest. I'm sure it's something obviously tied to the actual club itself. So there you go. The home, away, the third kit, and then these are the older last year. So stay pretty true to the colors with the home and away. And then you got the green and the third kit, right, with the forest details throughout. So it looks like forest hills and then some kind of, even though we're not in France, so it's not the Eiffel Tower, this little design here looks like it. But anybody familiar with this club will know what that is. So pretty cool third kit, not really. Home and away is just your standard home and away. Bilbao, sometimes they can have some cool stuff, but very Sunderland-esque. Being more of an, Premier League fan than a La Liga fan. So very Sunderland home kit-esque for the Athletic Bilbao home kits. Usually that's the case. Looking at away now. Pretty cool. Blue on lighter blue, right? A very dark navy blue. Castori can do some, again, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Castori can do some pretty cool things. I like the simplistic look. The more simple, the better, right? Although when they have some really cool out there patterns, I do tend to like those as well. There's the keeper kit in the pink. Let's see if they're rocking with anything cool for the third kit. And the mint green. Very standard, I notice, in La Liga, especially all throughout the world. Teams are going with these more highlighter type of colors, neon colors and stuff. But the mint green in La Liga as a third kit, pretty popular. There's a little design in there. See, they went from this like purplish violet color to the mint green for this year. Alright, so now at Atletico Madrid, they usually do some really cool stuff. So let's check out their home kit. So very standard for the home kit. But I love the colors, man. Especially, obviously I'm American, so very United States-esque, right? The red, white, and blue, even their logo, So if you're trying to be patriotic, maybe around Independence Day, you could rock the old Atletico Madrid kit, home kit. So you see in previous years, rejected, let's see, unique design versus final. Interesting. 24-25 versus 25-25. Home kit, rejected, unique design versus final. So this is a unique pattern. This is what it looks like. Yeah, I like that cleaner look better. Sometimes these patterns can be cool, but the cleaner look does look cool there. With the blue and blue, you gotta love it. Sorloth, Alvarez. Yeah, so I always rock with the Atletico Madrid kits. Very cool. Let's check out the away now. And their third kits usually do something pretty crazy. Same with their away though. And see, I love this away kit. Definitely love that. What do you guys think? The navy with like the yellowish gold. Oh, I love the patterns. See, they do a lot of these cool patterns. They went more traditional in the home, which makes sense. That cool pattern down the side really will look good, especially on the gaming side, right? Very cool. Oh, let me go to the previous. There we go. Yeah, I love the pattern within there too. Look at that, almost like a corduroy look to it when you get up close and personal. Throwback to 05-06 shirt, very cool. If you're an American football, college football fan, that's very Michigan Wolverine-esque with the color pattern. See, these previous away kits were cool too. But yeah, I could definitely do that with the blue and blue. Very cool. Very cool. Atletico Madrid, good kits as always. Whoever does their kits definitely has good taste. Of course, and they're one of the teams with the Total 90, homage kits or replica kits, if you will. Because these don't have the actual Total 90 badge. They just have that outline, right? The outline, but not the Total 90 in the middle like the old ones. But very cool. So this is similar color combo to the 21-22 season, which this was awesome, by the way. So right now we have the 25-26 kits for 26. 21-22 kits were for FIFA 22, and I remember these were some of the best kits, man. A lot of people rocked those, including myself, for a little while. Very cool kits. So it's the Total 90 version of these. And what color shorts and socks? I'm sure it's the same, blue and blue. So that's the thing this year. So Adidas is sticking to the trefoil. Last year, Nike's special third kits were like the Nike sideways or sign or whatever, the adjusted swoosh. Now it's the Total 90 new variation kits, I guess you could say. But let's see what we got here. Sometimes they have some cool, unique green. This one's pretty standard, right, with the white and white. I know they're going black and green. Okay. There's the 526. So less stripes there. What do we got here? So this, I don't know if they have both of these options or what. Green, black, green, or green, white, black to me looks way cooler. You have the alternative option. But a lot of times the game only has one of those options. There's the away kit. Going with kind of a baby blue or with a little, baby blue or a real light mint green, whichever way you see it. Whichever way your TV or your monitor's color is set up as. It's either a real light baby blue or a real light mint green. Interesting. And then the third kit. Kind of a cool design. Pretty simple for Hummel. Never ever rocked Hummel. Obviously in real life. There's the goalkeeper kits. There's been some cool Hummel kits in the game. Not a ton though. I mean, they're not my favorite. Celta Vigo, home away in third. Very typical home, another Hummel set. There they are right there. Home, away, third. They went with the pink for the third, so we'll just scroll real quick through. Very typical, a little bit of a cool, different design there if you're a navy blue fan than the third kit if you're a pink fan. A little bit more of a hot pink mixed with a flat kind of in the middle. So you definitely stand out rocking that. That's Celta Vigo Elche. Home and away, no third. We got Nike, very typical Nike kit there. Huh? I don't know, kind of unique design right there, eh? Here's the away kit. Here's the ad. There's the away kit. Don't ask me why it's in this form, not the typical form. But the away kit's pretty cool if you like that more forest green. Who knows if they'll actually have the sponsor on it or not? But pretty unique looking, pretty cool, right? For some, even the home kit's pretty cool for a little bit different, more simple but cool pattern look for Elche Espanol. Kelmy, the old Kelmy kits, pretty standard for their home kits. The away kits, kind of a throwback type of look to me. And then the third kit, see, Kelmy's got kind of a throwback look going in my opinion. Cool little designs within the kit in the background. No, I don't know how much you'll be able to see that on the pitch, but that's pretty cool looking. That black was pretty clean though. Pretty simplified black was pretty clean. Alright, and now one of the main events, right? This is one of the kits we're of course waiting for, Barcelona. So we'll start with the home kit, the traditional. How traditional are we getting this year? Pretty cool. That's pretty unique. They kind of took that Croatia checkered look and basically kind of blurred it, if you will. That's kind of what it looks like, with the crossover instead of the good clean stripes, So pretty cool. And obviously they'll just have the regular navy, I'm assuming. The away, we know they went with the Kobe, the Mamba kits. And then of course their Total 90 throwbacks have that peach color, which are very cool. These are probably the best of the Total 90 kits, I would say, right? We'll take a closer look at those, though. These Mamba kits are going to be very popular. They're an off-white, kind of almost like a yellowish. Of course, you got the black badge. Very cool. NBA Lakers jerseys in black, violet, and black. So they're inspired by the Lakers kits, but no, yellow or nothing, because again, it's for Mamba in particular, I believe. Oh, it's the collar and cuffs are inspired by the Lakers, that's it, but in a different color. Nike Mamba Barca kit. If you guys don't know, Kobe Bryant, aka the Black Mamba, was a big Barcelona fan. Love the embroidery on these kits, by the way, all of them, the Nike ones, and some of the Adidas too, but really these Nike, these patterns on these real kits are awesome. Iron Gray is what it's called, huh? Black with an iron gray Kobe Bryant logo and Barcelona crest. So there's a so the Kobe Bryant logo, Barcelona crest. Very cool. And that's the replica. Still pretty cool though. They didn't really show the shorts and socks, it doesn't look like. Looks like a black and a black, eh? And then the third kit, of course, we already know. Take a look at these bad boys. Gotta love it. And I'm sure they'll go no, it looks like they're going to go with an orange, blue or orange, blue, orange. Looks like that blue doesn't really match, so I don't know how that's going to look. That was a cool, lime green, but this burnt orange kit, way cooler. Way cooler. Maybe the best kits in La Liga this year. And definitely the best Total 90 homage kits, if you will. Getafe, let's see what we got here. Sometimes they can have some cool designs, some cool colors. Joma, a little mustard and ketchup on the side of a blue kit. Okay, so home, away, third. No need to look at those. Those are pretty standard Joma kits. If you're looking for, I don't know, if those are your colors, maybe. I don't see myself rocking those. Girona. So Puma, trying to decide. See, whenever you go red, black, and white, you grab my attention, right? But I don't know. I can't really get. Let's see what the. Okay, so the away is yellow, and kind of a black and dark gray on the third kit. See, it looks like they're going black shorts there. This reminds me of the old Arsenal kits, honestly. The old Arsenal yellow third kits, I believe they were yellow. And kind of a black on gray, huh? And then look at the difference, right? That's their typical logo. This kind of has an OG feel to it, if you will. So we might have to rock that, I don't know. Right? We'll have to see. Stylized G logo giving it a futuristic and brand-driven aesthetic. Very OG-esque right there, man. So we might have to rock that kit in particular, depending what they do for the shorts and the socks. I'm sure it will be all black or navy. What are we doing here? It's like an undershirt without. It's like, wait, what do we got going there? Alright, so now we move on to the right side in Levante. Home kit. Nice little throwback. Kind of looks like the Barca kits a bit, eh? And these are the away. The mint green, what did I tell you guys? They go with the mint green a lot. These are almost more Barca than Barca here. You know? There's the mint green, which, you know, Barcelona did last year, and then the Barca second, third. I know they're Levante colors too. I'm just saying. That's just kind of what it reminds me of. That's the third kit. What was the away kit? What was the away kit? Ah, this is typical blue and white. Okay. So the home and third kit's very Barcelona-esque. That's what it reminds me of at least, but instead it's Macron. Mallorca, home away and third. Sometimes they'll have some cool stuff. We'll find out. So the typical red, black down the middle. Okay, nothing spectacular or new there, right? They had that cool little design, but that was pretty generic considering a lot of teams had it. Away kit, same thing, just reverse the colors. And that's pretty much it. I don't think there's a third kit. Oh, no, there was a third kit. Let's see what it is. Okay, so the old school victory kit is their third kit. Just it looks like a fatter V. Kind of like, remember back in like the 09 Man U had it with a blue stripe and the Mexican national team had it, you know. It was like the victory stripe kits. I didn't really like those. So very lackluster. I feel like Mallorca didn't get a lot of energy from Nike. That was like, it's the last kits we're working on. Let's just throw some together. Osasuna. Home, away, third. So it's worth checking these out. Another Macron set here. Again, not a big Macron fan. Wait, what's going on here? Those aren't... That's the home. We have to slide through all of them to get to it. Okay. So that's what we're paying homage to. Just like a simple set. I guess red and black set. Okay. Very unique colors here. Very Christmassy, if you will. So they're paying homage to this from the 91-92 season, I see. That's pretty cool, man. A little Christmas set. We'll see what colors they go for with the shorts and socks. If they went like with the all green or green red green or green red or green red green would probably be the best, I think, if they did that. Rayo Vallecano, I'm assuming is the way you say it. And they always have the cool like lightning design, but they went with this triple little deal. A lot of times it's just this one satchel in the middle, if that's what you want to call it. And they added some, you know, other stuff there. And they're Umbro. Were they always Umbro? I can't remember. I think they were. But sometimes their alternate colors can be cool. 24, 25. First 25, 26. Yeah, so they added these two. Usually, or in the past, it was just this one. See here? Just the one. And the away is usually like a red version of that. Yep, it's the red with just the one in the middle. Wait a second. So it looks like they're saying 25, 26 is just going to be the one in the middle. The one we just looked at was an old one, maybe? And then the third one is going to be, see, this black yellow with a red outline. See, I like it when it's just that one down the middle. Sometimes these can look cool. We'll have to see what they look like on the pitch. But that unique design in the middle can be pretty cool. So we'll have to see about that. And now Real Madrid, right? Let's see what we went with the home kits this year, boys. Okay, I like it. So they always mix and match this same simplistic type of look. Sometimes they'll get more details than others. But they got the black stripes. I like the little gold outline. So that's very much like the simplistic look Adidas is going for with the traditional type of home kit. Same thing with the new Liverpool home kit. So I can definitely rock with that. Obviously in the traditional all white, we know that. Now the away and third kit, they get a little bit more creative, let's call it. Tribute to Bernabeu. The Bernabeu. I always pronounce that all mess up, but you guys know what I'm saying. The Bernabeu homage kit, if you will. Very, very cool. I like the colors. I like how the collar is, that grayish color onto the blue with that chrome look on the sponsor and then the logo. I love it. You see the color there. So a very like boring color in like a picture of the stadium, but they turned it pretty cool on the kits, right? 12 and 13 away kits are probably still beating it. I don't know why they're comparing it. Looks not far as impressive at night as in early drafts of the Architects, which apparently inspired Adidas. They say it's very similar here. I do not see that similarity, guys. I'd probably go with this. I don't know, there's some about these colors that I like. With that chrome look is really what drives it. And that little bit of that yellow. Oh, see? I didn't realize that. I thought that was that gray color. You can't really see it, but that's that yellowish color on the accent right here. So that's cool. That'll stand out. They don't show the shorts and socks. The gold ones are probably better, but this is pretty cool, pretty unique. I'll take it. And they have those dark blue socks and shorts with that yellow on the shorts at least accent, and then I'm sure these will be chrome. So pretty cool. And then the third kit, if you notice the thumbnail, we're going with our royal blue, which is kind of a unique blue color. So I'll let you guys take a look at that. What do you think? I love how Courtois just stands out. You know, there's Rudiger there looking real stylish. Bellingham, of course. A few of the badass women, I forgot their names, but they're beast. If you play FC, you know who I'm talking about, but sorry, I can't remember the names exactly. And then you got Courtois just standing out. Legend, amazing keeper. But he just looks so different in that picture, I don't know. I like that black shirt he's got on. Looks like it could be a really cool kit, but I like this blue color. It's a really, classy blue color. With the trifold, or trefoil, however you pronounce it, the secondary, the legendary, the OG Adidas logo, the best one. This is what they should go for with everything, the classic Adidas logo. I love that logo. It's crushing Nike. It's crushing everybody else's. I mean, that's the logo right there. With that color blue, because I'm a Man U fan through and through, I don't really rock the blue, but this with Real Madrid looks sick, right? For sure. Now this is my dream. Yeah, I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. There's a long sleeve version, is even cooler. Wish they let us pick an FC if we wanted to wear a long sleeve or not. See, they always go with these real classy looks. There's the same thing with the OG Adidas logo from last year. But instead of the gray with the all white badges, they went with the colored badge this year. I don't know. Very cool. Completing it, of course, with the blue and blue. They always go with those all solid colors. All white or all gold or all, Real Madrid always does it really simple and classy, dude. You must say. Real Oviedo, home away in third. Let's see what we got here. So very cool blue with gold. Real Madrid-esque, if you will, for the home. The away kit, very unique. I like that yellow, man. It really pops with the blue and the black. Could be a good away kit. Pretty unique. Kind of Man U colors. Those could very well be the Man U socks. On the third kit, obviously. But I think Man U instead of... And then they have the Argentina kit for their third kit. Nice. The black. Very cool. Yeah, it perfectly fits the Argentine national team. So this is their former one. This is the Argentina. So I think it's homage to Argentina. Los Origins del Legado. Yeah. So if you're a fan of the Argentina kit but don't really want to rock the exact Argentina look, well, there you go. You have an alternative right here. Alright, so now we go to Sociedad. I just always remember when Sorloth started with him, when he bursted onto the scene with his sick cards. That's what I remember with the Sociedad logo. So very simple Macron kits every time with the home. Let's see the away now. Sometimes they'll stand out with the away. So pretty cool. Nice little design there in the background, kind of a more faded out bluish gray. So the away kit, if you like the Macron sets, I could do the away kit. Pretty cool. 425, 25, 26, and last year they went with gold, and this year with that faded bluish gray look. So interesting. Again, not the biggest fan of Macron, but I can deal with that. That away kit's pretty cool. Sevilla, they have some cool stuff sometimes. Let's see. Went with the white kit. They have their new third kit. So there's their third kit. They went with the black. Okay. Pretty simple looks. Probably if we just go like this. The white, the red, and then the black. Yep. So I figured, just kind of by the theme of what they were going for, more simplified this year. Sometimes they go... I like how they do typically like the white, red. Or white, black, I should say. Sometimes they mix that up with the socks. So we'll see if they do that this year. But some very simple, Adidas kits, really. It's a typical overall red and black look. Valencia also does some cool stuff sometimes, let's see. But they stuck with the more simplistic home. The away has some type of pattern on it. Let's see it. So some kind of unique little pattern in there. But other than that, just simple Puma kits with the red, and it looks like an orange. darker red, maroonish. Then you got the ketchup and mustard look with the blue. So if you want some unique colors that stand out, the Valencia third kit's got you, man. Let's see what they look like with the shorts and socks if they show us. See, they went with more of that orange with green last year. Now it's more of a red with yellow and then the blue. So they stand out. They don't show the shorts and socks. Those on the jerseys are looking... Or no, I don't know who that is. What the heck is this? Oh, Kit Creator. Those aren't... I was going to say. Those are not authentic, so... That is pretty cool, though, for some people who like getting into that, creating their own variations of what the kits would look like. And a lot of these fans create kits that look better than the ones that the professionals created. And last but not least for La Liga, Villarreal. So let's see. A lot of times, yeah, they just go with the typical Joma, yellow. Then they go with almost like a faded bronze, or shiny like bronze white with maroon shorts and socks. And let's see, these third kits look kind of interesting. Looks like a navy on navy, huh? There features a navy design inspired by the sea with navy logos. It's navy on navy inspired by the sea. The Villarreal Sea, eh? So it's basically going to be an all navy look. All the way down, it looks like, eh? With kind of shiny navy sponsor logos that you can't even see. So I'm surprised the sponsors were cool with that. But it's I don't know, it'll look pretty unique on the pitch if you like that all navy color. Maybe if you're rocking the Jomas, it's a good away kit. Last year they went to black and white, as you see. So there you go. That's the coolest out of all of them, right? The color scheme within the navy blue, and just a cool era. But then Real Madrid, they did some cool stuff, right? You have the blue that I typically wouldn't like, but Real Madrid does it perfect and classy like they typically do. And then this Bernabeu inspired away kit is pretty dang cool too. It's growing on me with the color scheme, right? It's very unique, but I give it the burnt orange Barcelona kit. As far as more traditional kits, I'm going with that Real Madrid away. I forgot, what did Barcelona do for their away? Oh, of course, the Kobe kit. That is very cool, and I think it's a white, black, black is what it's going to, yeah, white, black, black. Man, I can't believe I forgot this. This might be, I'm sleeping on this. I'm sleeping on that with the unique Kobe, logo too. I'm sleeping on that. That could be the best, right? Again, not the biggest fan with the blue on the kits. I'm more of a red guy, but with Kobe and then just this cool off-white color with the Kobe type of, inspired design. I don't know. It's a toss-up. I'm still probably going with the burnt orange Total 90 as my favorite kit, followed by the Black Mamba Barcelona, followed by the Real Madrid third kits. And you could probably throw any of the Atletico Madrid kits in there somewhere. You let me know what you think with the La Liga kits. Maybe we'll rock some this year, maybe we won't. Sometimes we go with more of a themed look depending on what players we start packing and stuff like that. We'll have to see. I probably won't start the season unless I pack any of these. Maybe I really do see the burnt orange kits really rocking, or maybe those Kobe kits could look real good in some videos. Maybe I'm visualizing, I'm seeing that. Not seeing much in my head with Atletico or Real Madrid jerseys, but only time will tell. You let me know what you think. Would you copy any of these in real life? Would you rock any of them in FC? And as always, keep grinding, keep having fun. I know we're at this kind of taking a break period, but it just builds the excitement for 26. If you enjoyed this video, please smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And if you're interested in getting all the help you need to stay on top of FC 26, please check out my premium Discord, only $2.99 a month. Old Games for FC. The link is in the YouTube bio. There's also YouTube memberships if you want to check those out. Get content way early on top of other cool perks. So check those out too. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.